What if I told you the director of Lord of the Rings once wrote a Nightmare on Elm Street movie where teenagers beat Freddy up for fun? Welcome back to Beyond the Gray Movies, where we break down unmade horror films and show you what they would have looked like if made. Today, Nightmare on Elm Street, The Dream Lover.
Miss me?
Written by Peter Jackson. Before The Hobbit.
To share in an adventure.
For the Oscars, Jackson gave New Line Cinema a very different take on Freddy. Let's get into it. Why it wasn't made and what it would have looked like. Let's travel back in time and get to 1989. Freddy Krueger was everywhere. Lunchboxes, TV shows, 5 movies in 5 years.
Don't be afraid.
But the last film, The Dream Child, disappointed at the box office. New Line Cinema knew they needed something fresh. Enter a young filmmaker from New Zealand, Peter Jackson. At the time, Jackson only made horror comedies like Bad Taste and Meet the Feebles. New Line executives loved his work though, and so he was hired to co-write. He and a co-writer were hired to develop Elm Street 6. This was actually Jackson's first Hollywood paycheck, which is kind of crazy. His take was bold, with new characters and intriguing premise. So let's break down the cast of characters. Freddy Krueger, of course Freddy.
He's real, isn't he?
But in this take, he's actually old, weak, and pathetic. Teens actively beat him up in the dream realm. Robert Englund was going to return because at the time, let's face it, Robert was Freddy, the teen protagonist, the son of the local cop. He starts off mocking Freddy like the rest, then becomes a reluctant hero. Think Corey Feldman or Christian Slater, both big stars at the time. Now, the comatose father, the police officer who ends up stuck in Freddy's dream world after falling into a coma. This was meant to be somebody more like Treat Williams or Tom Skerritt. There was a whole other group of characters, the Elm Street teens, a cocky group of friends who treat Freddy as a party trick, taking sleeping pills to find him in their dreams and then humiliate him, beat him up, taunt him, tease him, but it doesn't work out in their favor, as you're about to see. Freddy gets lucky and he kills a teen. And that single kill reignites his power and his confidence. And a confident Freddy is not a good Freddy. Soon after, the teen protagonist's father falls into a coma. In Jackson's version, a coma means we are trapped in the dream world forever. Freddy essentially takes him hostage. Now, the son must face the one thing he's always mocked, for Freddy is more dangerous than ever before. The son re-enters the dream realm to save his dad, leading to a brutal, surreal showdown in the deepest corners of Freddy's domain. So, why didn't this film get made? Unfortunately, New Line was developing multiple Elm Street 6 scripts at the same time. Another idea came from a longtime Freddy producer, Rachel Talalay. Leading into Freddy's lore, studio head Bob Shea went with her version, which then became Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare in 1991, which really wasn't the final nightmare, let's face it. Jackson's take was clever, but considered too risky, too meta, too unconventional for Freddy's final film. They had then made 3 other films after this, but I guess they meant it to be a final film at the time. It connected Jackson to New Line. A decade later, that relationship paid off when they handed him the Lord of the Rings. So next time you watch Frodo and Mordor,
There's something down there.
remember, Peter Jackson could have made a Nightmare on Elm Street movie you never would have forgotten. Would you have wanted to see The Dream Lover instead of Freddy's Dead? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll be breaking down more unmade horror films, so stay tuned.